There are seven marital myths or lies that people have peddled over the years, and there are seven marital truths no one is likely going to tell you. Now, I am going to try and break them down one after the other so that you do not miss out and you do not become a victim of what many have struggled with over the years. I have seen people pretend in their marriages. If you can look at the divorce rate across the world, you will see that it's very scary right now. And it's because a whole lot of old truth have still been taught as new truth. Meanwhile, they may have outlived their usefulness. Now, the first marital truth that you are not likely going to hear anywhere is that opposite beings don't attract. It is only kind that's easily born. Now, opposite things really attract. Opposite beings can attract, but they eventually repel. You see, the concept of opposite attract, I know it's been peddled over the years, is built on the better half premise that it's better to marry a spouse who is exactly your opposite so that he or she can complement you. But think about what they are saying the person should come and complement about. So it means if you are very scattered, you need to marry someone who is very tidy. It means that if you are an extrovert, you need to marry someone who is introverted. The question is for what? So if you're in a board meeting, for example, and you are an extroverted and you're supposed to keep quiet, are you now going to bring your spouse to come and keep quiet for you? So we abdicate our responsibilities to other people in critical areas that human beings can develop in. Now, instead of us to promote wholesomeness and help people understand their limitation or their challenges when it comes to behavioral issues and take responsibilities for them, what we keep saying and peddling is that, marry the opposite so that the opposite can help you. So over time, what we've done consistently is that we have the personality we call intimidating Homers, who is, project driven, low attention span, bullish, fits of anger, quick decisions, extroverted and, blunt communicator. We want that guy to get married to someone who is people driven, high attention span, somebody that is warm, patient, and understanding. Now, think about it for a minute. If I am project driven, and I'm getting married to someone who is people driven, and I am very bad with people, right? I talk to people anyhow, I handle them, and then I'm marrying someone who I expect to now be covering up for me consistently. A time is going to come, the people will know that I am not good enough. So instead of taking care of myself, I'm going to be relying on my opposite to come and bail me out, right? So imagine you are married to someone who is bullish, marry someone that is warm, someone who is introverted. How are they going to communicate? So we look for intimidating Homers to marry the personality we call dependable truck, and we look for creative convertible to marry the Ford. So the scattered person should marry the highly organized person. Put yourself in the shoe of the highly organized person, married to a scattered person. Every time you arrange the house, they come to scatter the house. At what point are you going to continue in the name of love? It's going to get to a time you say to yourself, you know what? I am tired. So I'm going to either let go or live here and look for someone who appreciates beauty, who appreciates organization, someone that is expressive. We expect the person to marry someone that is reserved. So what begins to happen? You have a situation where someone loves to party, the other person loves to stay at home. Now, the person who loves to stay at home begins to look at the person that is partying as a very loose person, as a wayward person, and the person who is going out begins to look at this other person as reclusive, as someone who is antisocial. Now, you would realize that some of the most effective marriages, some of the most impactful marriages, some of the long-lasting marriages are not opposites. They are kind, they are similar, and that's why the bond, the law of nature, actually specifies that kind bond. That is why we say that your vibe must determine your tribe, right? So if you have intimidating Homer, who is dogged leadership and project accomplishment, you have the creative convertible, who is fun, humor, people connection. You have the dependable truck, who is diplomatic and relationship oriented, and you have the systematic Ford, who is perfectionism driven, standard driven, and compliant. So we expect the opposites to attract. Here is where the problem is going to lie, because I consistently say to couples and singles who are going to be watching this that you see the concept of grace, which means unmerited favor, something that comes with ease. It's what happens when you marry your kind. And opposite attract is a lot of work. right? So you want to ask yourself, do you want to take it easy, right? Where somebody's talking, you don't have to be psychoanalyzing and be thinking, what is he thinking? So you say, are we going to go? And she says no. Meanwhile, she means yes, right? And you have to spend time to appeal to an adult, who is unable to externalize what they truly want. There's a problem in there. So here's the problem. The concept of opposite attract, somebody says, I want to talk. The opposite says, you talk too much, right? But if you marry your kind, you say, bring it on. Let's gist. Let's just keep going. I want to have sex. Opposite attract says, I'm not in the mood. Kind says to you anytime, anywhere, and anyhow. And even if they're going to say no, they say the no in a nice way and they prepare you for something else, right? Then I want to take this risk. Opposite attract is going to say, oh, it's better we maintain status quo. But kind, what is the worst that can happen? Let's go for it. I want us to become more creative in the bedroom. Opposite attract will likely tell you want to turn me into someone and something else. Kind will say, I love to explore and I don't mind trying out new stuff. What is best for the children? Opposite attract, my way is the way. The other person says, let's figure it out and embrace what is best for us, right? I want to party. Opposite attract says, I don't like crowd. Kind says, I just want to be where you are. Find your kind, melt into your kind, because opposite beings eventually will repel. But growing into your kind or kindred is where the magic is. If you are married to your kind, every day is being married to friendship. Every day is a day of playing. You don't have to edit what you want to say because you are talking to your friend. I hope this has been helpful. When I come some other time, I'm going to be telling you the second marital truth no one has ever told you. Please go and meditate on this and share with many people so that we can set more people free. And if you're already married to opposite attract kind of thing, you can talk to me. I can coach you through what you need to do. It's a lot of work, but it's doable. Have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.